Let's speak with Templeton. The question persists as to how long the Temperance can hold. Will we be able to wait out the ice? If there is no change by next week, abandoning the ship may be considered. Okay. We have a conversation out here. Ah, feel the air. Nothing better than a cold wind to keep you awake. You are not duck, you are the third. How many hours of sleep do you get a night? Well, on second thought, better not hearing it. I already know it isn't enough. Okay then. I suppose we can do some scouting, but I can do that later. Let's check out the bottom floors. Here we can have dinner, but let's restock our food supply for now. Get a crate of tinned food. And let's get some more as well, because our food is somewhat low. Let's get... I'm thinking 2 people on food, 1 person on fuel should be good. Let's do that. Oh, actually, didn't I catch seals? I think I did. Okay, so I'll just do 1 more crate of tinned food. Let's confirm that. They get work. Let's refuel this thing. Yeah, we have the seals. So, crab eater seal. Medium-sized game. And it gives us 6 food. It was less than I expected, but it should be fine for now. Let's do that. Fill up our food supply. Should be good. And now we have something happening below there. That's a lot of things happening actually. Let me check the furnace real quick. Coal goes in, we stay alive. Really, it's that simple. Okay, so I don't have any coal. We'll need at least 1 piece of coal from the coal bunker. There we go. And I don't think I need to assign anyone else to this because it looks like we have a lot of other things we need them for. Let's just feed the furnace. It should keep us alright for now. And let's check out the red room. Anyone free for an interview and a portrait? View Cache's photo library. Sign a crew for interview. So I guess I maybe should save that up for him, but it looks like it's going to be happening every week. So maybe let's assign someone that I don't expect to get demoralized. Kinda hard to say, to be honest. Let's go with Eric the Third. Why not? Let's interview him. We get +1 research. Interesting. And we get some more decorum. They joined the photographer. Okay, that's cool. Let's check out what exactly this is. Enter the science hall. We need 1 person to help me with this. Just let's get this guy. You and Runzda charge into the room. The wooden floors and furniture have buckled enough to take apart easily. You also spot crates labeled as spare flags and luxury items. With the water flooding in from behind, you have time to grab one. So we have 2 options. Inspect the timber. Much of this room has become buckled by the ice, allowing it to be easily stripped for timber. Worth a total of 102 fuel. Interesting. How about the crates of luxury items? Plugs from the Temperance are folded neatly inside. You also find a chessboard and a football. In total, they will provide +20 maximum decorum. I mean, I really like the sound of increasing our maximum, so get the chest. We got the chessboard, some flags, a football, and increased our decorum even more. Very nice. The room has flooded, rendering the rest of the items useless. Okay, so I guess these things are like loot boxes then. That's interesting. Okay, let's go with our newly recovered Ryov. Okay, I'm just gonna call you Cavity, okay, honestly. This name is too hard to say. Check this out. You and Cavity charge into the room. It is full of various tools and a crate of tinned lemons, okay? With the water flooding in from behind, we have time to grab 2 items. We have a lot more choice here. Inspect the medical tools. The doctor should be able to see more than 1 patient at a time with these. Oh, that sounds really nice actually. These should make quick work against pressure ridges and thick snow when hunting and scouting. Okay. Inspect the engineering tools. With these tools, the furnace may be better maintained, improving its efficiency. Okay. And the tinned lemons. 4 supplies of tinned lemons. Each of them can be used to cure scurvy. That sounds kinda useful. This is better for hunting, this increases our medicine capacity. This, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, being able to cure people of scurvy seems good, but as far as I know, that only happens if I don't feed my people. And these, the other 3 seem like permanent upgrades, so I think I'll go with the medical tools for sure. Okay, there's enough time to grab 1 more item. This improves our hunting, I believe. This improves our fuel. Well, our furnace, I guess. Not sure if it's fuel efficiency or... honestly, let's go with this one. So we got 20 fuel and increase the max fuel. Okay, sounds good to me. The room has flooded, rendering the rest of the items useless. That's our second loot box done. How about Dawson Tucker Higgs? What do we have over here? You and Tucker charge into the room. It is full of specialist tools and equipment. With the water flooding in from behind, we have time to grab 2 items. Okay. Oh, we have digging tools again, so we get the second chance at those. Okay, so we know what this does. Same with the engineering ones. How about the Upperton crates? What is this? Treated and sealed to keep shipments of peaches fresh. Interesting. And we have ale kegs. 3 kegs of ale. Each of them can be used to cure a crew of demoralized. Okay, that sounds really good actually. I guess let's get the kegs, as we need them. And we either get with the digging tools, with the peaches. Let's go with the digging tools. You rescue the digging tools. The room has flooded, rendering the rest of the items useless. Okay, we have 2 more. Let's go with 2 Johns. Or was it 2 Johns? Yeah, 2 Johns. You and 2 Johns charge into the room. Inside you can see supplies of tinned lemons, a hunting shotgun, oh that sounds useful, a bolt action rifle and some flares. With the water flooding in from behind, we have time to grab 2 items. We know what the tinned lemons are, they're for scurvy. Inspect the hunting shotgun, an old-fashioned double-barreled buckshot rifle. Slow and cumbersome to load. Inspect the bolt action rifle. Bolt action rifle with poorly aligned sights. Ineffective against smaller targets. Okay. We have flares. Bright light and heat without an explosion. For alerting humans and alarming wildlife. Can be carefully disassembled for fuel. Kinda like the ideas of having weapons. This may be useful, but who are we going to send the flare to? We have tinned lemons. Once again, I don't think that's that important. I think I'll just take the 2 rifles. Let's go with the bolt action rifle. And let's go with the hunting shotgun. The room has flooded, rendering the rest of the items useless. And our last loot box. Oh wait, that's the weapons hold. Should have read that earlier. I guess extra weapon hold. Oh no, that's where I just was. Okay, that makes sense. And enter the food hall. So I'm assuming we get some lemons there as well. You and gnomes charge into the room. It is full of food and ale. With the water flooding in from behind, you have time to grab one item. Okay. Either tin rations. A large unopened casket of 14 Temperton rations, worth a total of 80 food. Or some more ale kegs. Well, I don't see a way of me getting more ale kegs, whereas food seems to be infinitely creatable, so I think I'll just go with the ale kegs. It's actually 4 this time as well. Those 3. Because there was a typo. The room is flooded, rendering the rest of the items useless. There we go. Guess we're done with that. We've dealt with the furnace. We dealt with the food. I guess let's go up. And we can either have dinner. We can assign someone to the pumps, but first I want to do some scouting. Let's check this out. We'll send you to scout. We have ice crevice, interesting. Over here we have formation of under ice melt points. I guess I need to send scientists to those. Let's send some people to hunt penguins. Who is free? Don't really have many free people. I guess I can send those two to get us some penguins. And hope they're using that those guns we just found. I guess I could send one of the engineers. Hopefully that doesn't cause a problem with the furnace. But yeah, actually I'm kind of scared to send engineers. Having in mind that the furnace is on its deathbed. So let's just send those two. Have some penguins. Tashi and Lefty are marked down for hunt this week. Okay. Very good, very good. Let's descend below deck. Is there anything in my cabin? No. Nothing in the forecastle, I assume. So let's go down and have dinner. Oh, right, the pumps. I forgot again. Okay, I guess I'll assign one of the engineers to the pumps. I mean, it does only say cures people of freezing, so... Yeah, I'm not really sure. I will send one engineer just in case. Oh yeah, look, it actually decreased the water level. Does it decrease it down here? Doesn't seem like it. And I guess at least this place isn't filling up, so that's good. And oh, there is something there. What is it? Appear to be here. Ask engineers to raise the heat. Nothing here. I checked all of these. Anything in the red room? Tell me more. Precious photo library. Why is it saying that there is something down there? You can see the question mark. Anyway, let's have dinner. The crew have had their meal. The dinner is shared. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Despite the time, it's still bright light outside. Okay, let's listen to this. You know, as far as Russians go, this is good. Junior sure knows how to prepare dinner, doesn't he? He's too good for a ship like this. Let's listen in over here. You're pretty old, aren't you? Good eye, lad. Better than mine. Why are you still working? You should be home with your family. Don't have one. Do you not have any children? Might do. Don't know any though. More of the same tonight. You have to get used to it. Not much you can do with the ice. We'll figure something to do, won't we? We'll have to. I guess this is the guy that gets easily bored. Just check below deck. Is everything still doing fine? Oh, maybe not. Not going to get rest anytime soon, are we? No. Could have used more hands. Hammond is worth 5 men, but even then. You ever get the feeling you're being watched, Shaw? Couldn't shake the feeling there was a pair of eyes on me while I was working there. Yes, I'm sure there's a terrible undiscovered beast lurking in the mist. If you're overworked, you should get some proper rest. Isolation might be getting to you, Hammond. These seem kind of bad, not gonna lie. Let's go with this one. You're overworked, so you should get some proper rest. We lost the action. I get sleep when I can. No fun, I can. That's just how it is. Well, that's unfortunate. We lost some loyalty there. Let's speak to Grimly. It's getting harder to play. The cold makes the fingers stiff. Power through it, for the crew's sake. Have you tried playing closer to the furnace? I mean, that actually is... That's a good idea. It wouldn't be a complete loss if you stop. Let's just be cheeky. Have you tried playing closer to the furnace? Not the same. Besides, Hammond would just throw the accordion in. Let's speak with Junior. Evening. Before we took off, Grimly and I stopped into a greasy spoon in the city. Their sausage and eggs was perfect. Best I've ever had. Now I'm trying to remember its damn name. It's left my head. I didn't take you for the sword to enjoy the city. Why didn't you write it down? It was likely by the docks. Just look around once we return. You'll find it. If it's still there when we return, who knows when we'll be back. They could have closed down or fired their chef by then. Okay. Staying positive. What about these guys? Anything? Afraid not. I didn't expect anything to come of it, though I guess they're listening to the radios. Well, at least we can say we tried. Nothing here, I suppose. Anything in the doctor's office? Oh yeah. Good evening, Captain. Was there something you needed? If you need the latest medical report, I have it prepared soon. I was simply curious about you, Arthur. How have you been handling your nerves lately, Doctor? Good to see you aren't losing your focus. Keep it up neatly. Let's go with this one. Simply curious about you, Arthur. Me? Oh well. Nothing to be curious about, to be honest. I'm simply trying to get by, like the others. Okay. Let's check out Kurt. Evening show. I've been thinking about our pay once we return to land lately. Don't mistake me for the avaricious sort, but I do have expenses to pay. Before we departed, I received a letter from one of my daughters, asking to cover the cost of her stage school. It would be a shame to promise luxury only to retract it, don't you think? Do you not have enough money left over from your films? Wasn't aware you had a daughter. I try not to make uncertain promises. Perhaps you should follow my lead. Let's go with this one. Wasn't aware you had a daughter. 2 in fact. Both with the first wife. Okay. Let's check out my old cabin. Nothing here. Let's check out Templeton. Captain, if you find yourself stricken with boredom, I do have a book I would recommend. A textbook on different classes of wildflowers. The topic is more interesting than it may seem, I assure you. I would enjoy that, Templeton. This is a topic that fascinates you. I doubt you'll have much application on the ice. Let's be nice. I would enjoy that, Templeton. Oh, perfect. We have him back on our side. I will be sure to bring it to you when I have the chance then. Okay. Let's get above deck, I suppose, unless... Pretty sure I covered everything here. Unless there's someone in the old bunker. Seems good. Let's head up. we have this discussion with Templeton over here. And we have Kurt over there as well. At the bow, you spot Kurt, measuring for any changes in the temperature. Still fast, no signs of any change. He notices you and gives a wave. Doubt we'll be moving anytime soon, Captain. Of course, sometimes you never know with the ice. You should get some rest. I'll let you know if anything changes. Let you get some rest yourself. Let's just say thank you. Just doing my duty. Take care, Captain. Let's check out Forecastle. We do have a discussion with her. Good evening, Captain. Will this take long? The dogs are fed and rested. However, I dislike leaving them alone. You've trained them well. There won't be any issue. You're overprotective of those mutts. Do you dislike leaving the dogs, or do you dislike joining the crew? Let's go with this one. That would be my hope, but you can never be certain. Okay. Guess that's nice. Got some loyalty there. Nothing in my cabin, I assume. Yep, seems good. Let's see what Templeton wants. Captain, a word. I felt now as good a time as any to review the wording in our contracts. You do remember what was written in your contract? Of course I do. Why is this relevant now? To be honest, I only skimmed the thing. I was already sold on the job. He seems to be liking orders, so let's just say of course I do. Consider Article 3, and I quote: the member of the staff shall throughout the period of such expedition obey all commands of the captain and shall use his best endeavors to promote the success of the same. And in the event of anything happening to the captain shall obey all commands of any member of the staff who shall be appointed by the captain in writing before his death. It being understood that the rest of the staff shall hold the same relations towards any member of the staff so appointed as towards the captain, as appointed by the captain in writing before his death. What are you trying to say? Are you contesting my leadership? I don't think he is. I don't understand. Was I not voted in as captain? So, either of these. Let's go with this one. What are you trying to say? The vote we held settled what's only a temporary arrangement in the eyes of the law. Even then, you only made it through by a hair. Unless you somehow managed to wrestle a written transfer of captaincy from Hunt before his departure. Oh, managed. In the eyes of the law, you are simply acting in his stead, with no legal recourse to call upon. There is a chance Hunt and the deserters are still out there. Should we be reunited, your captaincy will indeed be called into question. The crew are unlikely to choose a deserter over me. I'm still here. I see no issue in that. Wouldn't it be good to have our captain return? Templeton, why are you so invested in the captaincy? Let's go with this one. That should reassure him. You say that, knowing how the previous vote went. Loyalty runs deep. The loyalty of the crew means everything. Get them on your side, Shaw. Keep them on your side. That will come naturally. I do not intend to disappoint. I see. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Templeton. The more important, but that's just mean. Let's go with this one. I see. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Templeton. Very nice. Remember my word, Shaw. I suggest you start with the Stoke brothers. It seems they speak for many of the sailors. Okay, so looks like that's the end of the day. The only thing I need to take care of is some scouting. Let's check that out. Oh no, actually I already did take care of that. So I guess in that case... oh, not that one. I guess in that case, let's end the day. So, think food rations. Yeah, this is starvation. We don't want people getting malnourished, so let's Go with this one. I guess we can afford to use a little bit less fuel. So that should be good. And we will lose a little bit of decorum, but that's alright. I'm sure we can recover it. So, Adelie Penguin, plus 15 available crew. Mr. Gloss is demoralized. I thought I got those sail cakes. Maybe I had to do something special to use them. Tashi and Lefty returned from hunting with 2 Adelie Penguins. The dogs are rested and available to be sent out. Another week on the ice. The ship shan't hold much longer. That's not good. Mr. Gloss is demoralized. -5 to decorum. Right. Suppose, yeah, that's the start of week 6. Lose 5 decorum. Just check how long this recording has been going on for. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this recording session here, since we just got a save point. It seems as good a time as any. Hope you enjoyed watching. I definitely enjoyed playing it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.